It's been a while. Hey everyone, it's Rachel. Alrighty, so welcome back. So I filmed a nice vlog, a nice montage, and I realised when I was editing it, I'm not speaking in it at all. So I'm gonna film a little like sort of voiceover thing, which is this, and tell you what we got up to. So this year we decided to go down south. So we started in Newcastle, and then our first stop was Sydney, where we stayed for 2 nights. So we booked 2 nights in this adorable little accommodation place. I wouldn't call it a hotel, but I don't know. It was pretty small, but it was like just, you know, it was comforting. Like it was a really great place to stay. So our first day we just spent driving to Sydney, and then when we got there we checked into our hotel, laid down for about 30 minutes, an hour, tried to just relax for a little bit, and then we went to the Westfield at Bondi Junction. It was a decent day because the whole time we went away the weather predicted that it was going to be raining the whole time. It was like only 22 degrees or something, and we said let's just put on our swimmers and go down to the beach. So our closest beach was, I'm not 100% sure how you pronounce the beach, but we went to Coogee Beach, which was really amazing. The water was amazing. It was honestly like a really great place to go to. We just went exploring around that area. Rock pool bath that we went to. We didn't swim in it because it began to get pretty cold, and as we were leaving it started raining, so to do for food, so we ended up grabbing a bite to eat at this little restaurant right next to the beach. And then our first night we were like, let's stay in tonight, like let's not really do anything more. So we went home and just stayed in for the night. And then day 2 we were like, what do we do today? We're in Sydney again. If I'm being honest, Sydney was probably like the most boring part of our trip. So we sort of just like chilled out, more or less, like a holiday. Like, you know, we weren't putting pressure on ourselves to like go out every single second of every single day, because we knew we'd just make ourselves way too tired. Woke up on the second day pretty early, went and got some breakfast from this adorable cafe. So we went to Bronte Beach. We swam again there. It was pretty cold and pretty overcast on the second day, but we were still like, we want to enjoy the most of our trip and enjoy the most of where we are. So we went for a swim. We went to like all these different cliffs. Like we just pretty much explored all the beaches around where we were. Despite the fact that it was windy and cold, we still were like, let's jump in and swim. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. Our channel now. We are currently in touchdown of Bondi Junction. People in Sydney just run across the road. We're currently on our way to the mall. The Westfield, the shopping centre here.
Act like we call it a mall as well. We don't call it a mall.
We went back to Westfield that day. I'm not too sure why, but we were pretty tired still, so we didn't stay there for very long. Went home, and because the next morning we were driving to Wollongong, we went to the Wollongong Lighthouse and just checked out Wollongong Beach, and then grabbed a bite to eat. It was a crap day, but towards like 5 p.m. it actually started to get a little bit warmer and the sun came out, so we went to Bulli Beach. So day 4 was a massive day. We woke up at a decent time. We were supposed to wake up at like 7 or 8 a.m, but we ended up waking up at like 10 a.m. But we drove to Belmore Falls, Just sort of like enjoyed the drive, it was amazing, and tried to like reach the waterfall, but it was so hard, like because we wanted to swim at the bottom of the waterfall and we were looking at all these YouTube videos, but there's no reception. So we were like, we don't know where to go. We went on like 5 different like tracks, but it just was all pretty sketchy because there's no like follow this sort of like trail, and it was just like we don't know where to go. It was very foggy, we felt kind of unsafe, and there was heaps of signs that were like do not follow this. But then when we looked at YouTube videos, that's the way that people went in the YouTube videos to get to the waterfall. So we were like, I don't know, we were there for hours, and we didn't plan on being there that long because this day was a pretty big day, but it was a great experience. I love hiking, it was really nice, very therapeutic. And then from there we drove to Gerringong, and I would not recommend Gerringong enough to people. This is how I was explaining it to people, like you've got like a road, and then on one side is like country, and then on the other side is coastal, so you have the beach. It was just like adorable, it was amazing, I loved it. And so we drove there, got some lunch at this point because we hadn't eaten from all that hiking, we were starving. Went to a beautiful cafe on the water, and I found this amazing view, which was like right near a cemetery. We tried to get to the other side, but we weren't sure how to get there. So if you're like, why am I filming a cemetery? It's because like on the other side was this beautiful like hill, and it sort of just came to a stop. Such a beautiful view there, like no matter where you went, it was just like an amazing view. We drove to Jervis Bay. At this point in time it was like 5 p.m. and we were debating whether or not to drive there. We were like, by the time we get back to Wollongong it's going to be like nearly 10 o'clock. So we went, and I'm so glad that we did. We went to Murray's Beach at Jervis Bay. The sand is so white, the ocean is so clear blue. It's incredible there. 10 out of 10 recommend. It's our last night in Wollongong. Let's go out. So Connor planned this escape room. I think it was called Breakout. We got this amazing drink. It's called The Experiment. And so you don't know what it is and they just bring it out to you and you make it. It tasted really nice. It was pretty strong. Like they did not hold back on the alcohol. We had like 3 drinks each and we were both like... Finish the breakout, and it was like the easiest level thing that they could do, so we felt pretty stupid, but we were actually pretty drunk. We're gonna blame it on that. So the next morning we got up and we went to Cathedral Rocks, then we went to this blowout rock, which was interesting. We stopped there and we saw this rock explode with water, and then we drove back towards Newcastle, which we have to go back through Sydney, so we stopped at the Seacliff Bridge because I really wanted to do that hike thing that you can do to get to like the top of Seacliff Bridge. Well, not on top of Seacliff Bridge, but like you can see the view of Seacliff Bridge. I didn't realise it was like as steep as it was, and I was wearing my Doc Martens sandals. Yeah, I did end up with a few blisters, but I'm proud of myself for doing a hike in sandals. How cool. And then after that we drove home. You know when you get really overtired that you start getting a little bit crazy? We were like that. Never go back again. We were getting crazy, but we're home. We were so excited to see Ollie. He was so excited to see us. It was so cute.
Hello. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hello.
Anyway, that was our trip down south. Thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. And I'll catch you next video. Thanks. See ya.